Hello, everybody. Just trying to figure out how to tame my little new growth postpartum. I know all you moms get me. All right, I'm going to wait just a second for people to hop on. You got to refresh your screen. And then if you're watching the live or the recording, you can just fast forward a few seconds. Okay, awesome. I see some people popping on, I think. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna wait like 1 minute and I'll get my screen ready. Okay, so if you're jumping on, I just wanna let you know the way I have my screen set up, I'm not gonna see questions if they come up. I have a little different setup than I normally do this. All right. Okay. All right, welcome you guys. If you didn't hear, I have a little bit different setup right now, and I'm not going to be able to see if you comment. I'll occasionally come back and check every once in a while, but I'm just going to walk you through some things that have honestly changed a lot of lives. It's changed my life, and the way that I view nutrition, the way that I view health, and what I'm putting in my body, and how everything affects and works together. So backing it up, in case you are jumping on here and you don't know me or don't know me that well, my background was, well, I fell in love with dancing. That's what I did my entire life growing up. I was fortunate enough to do it professionally for a few years, and then a neck injury essentially ended my dance career. So in the interim, I fell in love with teaching fitness, and in particularly the bar workout. So if you haven't done it, it's amazing. And it was very low impact. It was good for my neck, and I fell in love with it. Through the bar world, I met this woman named Amy Wilkins, and she was just one of those people that lights up the room when she walks in, and it was, you know, how you're attracted to just be by somebody just because of their positivity. This was her. And one day she approached me after class, and she just said, hey, I've seen your leadership skills here and at Lululemon, because at the time I worked 4, I guess technically 5 part-time jobs, which was crazy. But I had that dancer mentality, and you know, didn't know when your next contract was going to be. So you just take everything, and you'll figure it out. But I needed out of that mindset, and I needed something to get me a little more freedom and allow myself a few more choices. So when Arbonne walked into my life, it wasn't something that I necessarily envisioned myself doing. It was never on my radar. I had a lot of hesitations and fears, but Amy kind of talked me off that ledge, and I realized that I could change a lot of people's lives if I just got out of my own way. And I didn't understand how I could affect so many people. And the first time that I had clients tell me that they were able to stop taking their high blood pressure medication, I had somebody's cholesterol drop 100 points. This was all within like 6 or 7 months of starting my business. And I had somebody reverse their type 2 diabetes. And it was no longer about weight loss, or, you know, that's why I don't pitch weight loss, although it can happen. But that's one of the main reasons I don't, is because this is about getting healthy. This is about people showing you that there is a different way, because in America, we have grown accustomed and kind of, I'm trying to think of the words that I'm looking for. We've gotten used to the quick, fast, cheap, easy. How cheap can I get it? How fast? And like that mentality has honestly sent us into crazy disease cycles. Okay, so we're going to talk tonight about a little bit how to back it off. And what I'm really going to touch on is this 30-day program. And with talking about that, you're going to learn everything that you're going to walk away with a lot of tips tonight. So what is our 30-day program? It is, like I said, it's not a rapid weight loss program. Listen, I have 2 kids, 2 and a 1-year-old. He's almost 3 next month, but I am slightly sleep deprived, and I swear my brain doesn't function as well as it used to. So forgive me. And if you know me, you know that's totally normal, but I feel like I have to tell people that if you don't know me. Okay, it's not a rapid weight loss program. It's not a fad diet. We're not eliminating an entire food group. We're not doing anything crazy. We're teaching you, we're going back to the basics. We're going to walk you through what clean eating looks like. We're going to reset your body. We're going to reset your metabolism. And in turn with doing that, it's going to renew your skin. And we're going to eliminate toxins in your body. And I'll get a little bit more into detail with that in just a second. But common thinking is if you lose weight, you'll get healthy. But it's actually not true. In reality, if you get healthy, the weight is just going to come off. And coming from somebody who killed their body for several years because I thought I had to look a certain way. And so my thing was, back in the day, it was like 100 calorie packs, and I over exercised and I under ate, and I was thin and miserable, and I had all these crazy digestive issues, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? I'm thin, I should be healthy. And if you've heard the term fatty liver, that is in a lot of thin people. And unfortunately, I think the way I'm set up, I don't think I can show you the visual, but maybe I can pull it up. Actually, no, I can't, but I'll post the visual so that you guys can see it in just a second. Okay, so what do? It's a private Facebook group. So I'm gonna tell you what it is first, and then I'm gonna tell you what we do. It's a private Facebook group where you're gonna get your grocery shopping list, your recipes, you're gonna get daily support, and you'll have a coach within that, but then you'll also have a personal coach. So obviously it's me, if you're with me, and I walk you through this, and step by step, hold your hand, we'll figure it out. If it's a huge lifestyle change for you, then it's a little more intricate, right? Light exercise is suggested, but it's actually not required. And if you saw my post earlier, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. I can't tell you how many times I hear people talk about that, they run just so they can eat more. I'm like, like, okay. And I'll hear people say like, I run so I can eat donuts, and that's why I can eat donuts. And I'm like, well, yeah, but also wreaking havoc on other areas of your body. It's not all about weight. So this is going to be the first week. We actually start a group tomorrow that is going to start Education Week. So we believe that knowledge is power, and if you know better, you'll do better. And it's so much easier to make a decision if you are informed and you know the why behind things. I'm very much so like, but why, which is probably why my 2-year-old is asking me why all the time. But that is what we're going to do for the first week, is just spend on the education points. Okay, so let me just skip ahead here. So why would you detoxify? Sometimes that can be a cliche word, and there's a lot of buzz around that. But in traditional weight loss programs, people plateau because they don't eliminate the toxic influx. And I'm going to give you an analogy just because I'm a visual person and I love I relate to it better. So let's just say your body is a bathtub. Okay, so the bathtub represents your body, and the toxins are the water that's coming in. So from the faucet. So maybe some of our faucets are cranked on, and maybe some of them are dripping, but they're probably turned on in some fashion. So what happens is the bathtub starts to fill up, and eventually, if the drain is kind of clogged, it's going to fill up and overflow, i.e. muffin top, autoimmune diseases, all these things we don't want, all these physical signs of toxicity that have built up in the body, and now they're trying to come out. And I'll also touch more on those in a second. But what do? We grab a mop, i.e. prescription drugs, and we mop it up instead of figuring out the issue. We got to unclog the drain and slow the faucet, so slow that toxic influx. And until we do that, we're going to get onto that crazy yo-yo diet cycle. And once we eliminate those toxins, then the fat cells follow, because our bodies are incredibly smart, and basically what happens is the fat cells wrap around the toxins to protect your internal organs. But that's why there's fatty liver and things like that, because there can be too much that accumulates. And I so wish I could show you my screen right now, but I'll briefly touch on this and then I'll post it so that you guys can see it better. But the average American, maybe in this visual, represents, there's a little bit bigger, maybe slightly overweight, but there's a whole bunch of dots in her body, and that's toxins, okay? What happens, we're like, oh, I need to lose weight, so I'm gonna cut out all carbs. I'm gonna over exercise, I'm, you know, calories in, calories out thing. So as soon as we become more toxic dense, because we lose the weight, science is calories in, calories out. But what happens as soon as we stop, boom, yo-yo diet cycle. So we go round and round and round and nobody can jump off. So what we teach on this program is cellular cleansing. So we're going to get rid of the things that are causing toxic buildup in our bodies. We're going to get rid of inflammation. And what happens is that creates lean muscle, it melts away the excess fat, and it just helps you maintain a balanced body. And then you're not on that crazy diet cycle or crazy yo-yo cycle. Okay, signs of toxic overload. I'm also going to post this in the group. So I wanted to wait till after I talked about some of these things to actually post them so you guys can see these. But there's so many different physical signs of toxicity built up in the body that most people don't relate to food. And some of them, I'm just going to read a few of them, but abdominal bloating, acid reflux, acne, allergies, anger issues, anxiety, and autoimmune diseases like I talked about, cellulite, depression, disturbed sleep, fatty liver, fibromyalgia, obviously it falls in the autoimmune diseases, but rosacea, sugar cravings, slow digestion, slow weight gain, mood swings. And it's crazy that all of those things are avoidable if we eat the correct way. Have you guys heard that, you know, food is our most powerful form of medicine or our slowest form of poison? That's one of my favorite quotes. And I think it's like, I don't know, I better not even say Aristotle or Socrates, or I don't know the difference. But my brain doesn't function on day to day, so I can't remember that far back. But that's one of my favorite quotes because it's so true. And that's why I preach this day in and day out. Okay, so we're going to focus on, what are we going to do? We're going to eat clean. So we're going to focus on real food. So you can eat grass-fed beef. We try to limit it to once a week, ideally, but without hormones, antibiotics, free-range chicken, turkey, eggs, obviously cage-free, organic, and wild-caught fish, organic fruits and vegetables. If it's not in your budget to get everything organic, then we try to encourage you to at least follow the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen. And again, we give you all that information. But you can Google that and find it if you just want that information for right now and start using that. But healthy complex carbs, so your body actually needs carbs for fuel. And you just have to eat the right ones, and obviously portions as, you know, sensible portions. So brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, those are all good, slow absorbing carbs that are going to fuel your body the way we want it to. Healthy fats, olive oils, coconut oils, almond butter, avocados. There's so many important nutrients in those, in the fats. You know, I think there's, depending on your age, there was a huge, like, no fat, like that's what you were to eat if you wanted to lose weight, was no fat diet. Like I mentioned earlier, like 100-calorie packs of everything. It's just crazy. And it wasn't real food, so it's not going to leave you satiated. And one of the biggest things I hear is how shocked people are of how full they are, which is awesome. And that they, you know, they're, even our protein shakes, like they'll last them 3 to 4 hours without feeling hungry at all. So our whole purpose of this program is to get your body to a lower, if you're familiar with acid versus alkaline, we want to get our body to the lowest acidic level as possible by eating high alkaline foods. Why? Because an acid state it keeps your body, so like sugar, for example, and I'm kind of jumping ahead of myself. This is why I follow notes. But it keeps your body in a continual acid state. And what happens is we're more prone to disease, to illness, bacteria, if we stay in that acidic state. And it's like, that's scientific fact. That's not just me blowing smoke, but that is actually true, that all disease is rooted from an acid state. And if you guys have never seen, Forks Over Knives is a really good one. Fed Up is a really good one. I have a list of them if you're interested. I can help. Documentaries that are going to shed more light and go into way more detail because they have like 90 minutes to do it. But they're amazing to watch. So those are a couple of my favorites. The magic pill is also a good one. But eating a clean anti-inflammatory diet actually helps release the toxins. So that's one of the main reasons we're going to do it. But obviously the disease part, we're going to starve the disease process. Another thing that people don't understand is kind of like I was talking about the physical signs of toxicity that have built up. They can actually, so some people get digestive issues, and that's usually what people associate obviously food with. But for me, for instance, I get red bumps all over my trunk. So even down to my thighs, if I get gluten or wheat. And it's not necessarily painful, it's kind of annoying, but it's just, that's how it comes out in me. Dairy does much different things, but gluten and wheat do that. I have a friend who gets clogged up and nasally every time he gets wheat or gluten. So a lot of the things that we have just chalked up to normal our entire lives actually are not normal, and you can get rid of those. And a lot of the foods can cause like drainage, stuffy nose, allergies, bloating, gas even. And the foods that you crave are usually most likely the ones that have the most negative effect on you. Okay, so what is wrong with some of these? I talked about sugar for a hot second, and just that it leaches your body of precious vitamins and minerals that you need. And it also keeps your body in that continual acidic state, like I said, and that is what we're trying to get away from. And all refined sugar is, I mean, scientifically, that's what it does in your body. We have little fit facts that we like to share, and one of them is about aspartame. And I always say, none of this information is, I don't go through it to scare you and go home and throw everything out and buy all Arbonne. That's actually not why I do this at all. And one of the main reasons that I joined Arbonne was because it gave me a platform to educate people on things that I already believed in and that I was already living myself. So now I'm just super passionate about helping other people do that. But aspartame is one of those that I say, cut it out of your diet. Like if there's anything, I'd say aspartame cold turkey. It's probably not that hard unless you're like a diet soda drinker or something like that. But it's a known neurotoxin that's linked to over 90 different medical conditions: fibromyalgia, MS, joint pain, Parkinson's, chronic fatigue. It's just not something you want in your diet. I get almost instantly, I get a headache if I chew even gum with aspartame in it, because I've gone that long without it. So when you allow your body to rest from some of these things, you realize, oh my gosh, I actually don't tolerate that very well. Dairy, this is always a hard one for people to understand, because dairy is actually highly acidic. It's very inflammatory. It causes bloating, gas pain, belly pain, obviously. It's difficult to digest. It's one of the top, I think top 2 allergens. And one of the biggest things that I hear all the time, because I haven't had any kind of dairy in probably 10 years now, maybe 8 years. But one of the things I hear the most is, how do you get your calcium? You guys, we were brought up with milk does a body good, pounded into our brains, like over and over and over again. It was everywhere we turned. It was on billboards, it was on commercials. And that's what we believed that we had to have in order to have strong bones. But a lot of the studies, if you really look at them, it shows, like for instance, the US has the highest osteoporosis rates, but yet we're the highest dairy consumers in the entire world. And like it's really interesting. That's why Forks Over Knives is a good one, because they do a lot of factual based knowledge. But you can get the same amount of calcium in I think it's 2 cups of broccoli or leafy greens. You can shove a whole bunch of spinach in your smoothies when you make them in the morning. And there's so many different sneaky ways to get that. But mostly milk is made up of sugar and hormones these days. Gluten is actually difficult to digest. It causes inflammation. Quick little side note story. One of the main reasons that my mom went through this program was because she had so much joint pain, maybe arthritis, whatever, but joint pain. And that was one of the main things that she experienced almost instantly, at least within the first couple of weeks, was that her joint pain had gone away. And after, I don't know, probably 6 to 8 months, she did start adding some stuff back in and immediately realized it 100% was gluten that was causing that inflammation in her body. So it's also awesome because this does allow you to see, because we teach you to reintegrate things after the 30 days are done. So it allows you to see what might actually be bothering you and how is it affecting you. Okay, gluten actually causes decreased immune system as well and cause loss of energy, like I said, clogged sinuses, and it can be a contributor to slow weight gain as well. Soy is it's just an extremely high processed crop. I think over 95% of American soy is genetically modified. And so not only is it not awesome for you, but it's being genetically modified as well. It's acidic and it's difficult to digest, which is the main reasons that we're getting rid of it for these 30 days. And it can also mimic the effects of female hormones, which is one of the main reasons that we don't want it, because an increase of estrogen, if your body thinks it's increase of estrogen, it's breeding ground for breast cancers and all types of cancers, but mainly breast cancer. Fit fact on this one is whey is actually a derivative of dairy, and it's extremely processed, it's extremely inflammatory, it's really hard to digest, and I wish that it wasn't marketed the way it is, because I know a lot of people believe that they have to have that in order to build muscles, and I'm going to debunk that in just a second. Okay, I touched on that. Balancing your blood sugar. This is probably the most awesome thing, is that you are not going to feel hungry on this 30-day program, and you shouldn't ever feel that way. We eat every 3 to 4 hours to keep our blood sugar stable, because if you don't, your metabolism literally is like, dum, 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 dum. So we're trying to even that out a little bit. We're going to eat 3 meals, you get snacks, and we're going to encourage you not to avoid skipping meals or eating excessively large portions. And I know that's hard because of the world we live in, because it's fast, go, 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 go. But we're going to teach you how to do that within your life that you're already living. So, and sorry, I know a lot of you jumped on, I kind of see the number going up. I am not seeing the comments, but I will come back to them because of the way that I have my screen. So I'm not seeing anybody's comments. Okay, back to my sidetracked. Okay, we're gonna eat balanced snacks and et cetera, et cetera. I think I went over that. But all of our elimination organs need to tune up. You know, we spend a lot of money, a lot of time on our cars. We get oil changes. We fix our appliances at our house when they break. We take care of everything in our lives, and we give things a tune up so that they don't break. Why not do that to your body? And if you've never done a detox in your life, then I think it's crucial for you to see it. And this is one of the best, I'm just gonna be real. I think it is the best program out there because of what it teaches you. It teaches you clean, solid, sound nutrition that is not crazy. It's not doable. We give you all your grocery shopping lists, your recipes. We make it easy for busy people. And we have fit it around a lot of different lives of fast-paced people. Okay, the last thing I'm going to touch on really quick are the products that you get within the program. And these are all alkaline forming, they're pH correct, they're low glycemic certified, so they're actually safe for diabetics. They're vegan certified, which is super important. And if you don't know anything about Arbonne, our standards are the highest in the world. We actually exceed those of the European Union. The European Union bans over 1,300 ingredients. Here in the US, if you don't know, we ban 11 ingredients, so there's no regulations whatsoever. And Arbonne takes that one up, and we have over 2,000 ingredients that we will never use in our products. So it's very, very clean, cleanest on the market, and that is why I love standing behind it. And I truly believe in our mission and what we're doing. Sorry, phone alarm. I set phone alarms for everything. Okay, so our essential products, which are in our 30-day program, are formulated without animal products, dairy, gluten, soy, GMOs, trans fats, artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners. We don't use any of those things. And you'll see that our products actually support a busy lifestyle. And if anybody can vouch for that, that has gone through this, if you're watching, you can attest that it fits around you and it's easy to take with you everywhere you go. Okay, so our protein, our vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, deliciousness protein. It's got 20 grams of easy to digest protein made up from yellow split pea, brown rice, and cranberries. And that means it has a complete amino acid profile. That is what's crucial for muscle building. And that is of lean muscle building. That's what people are looking for when they're talking about protein in the gym. We've got over 20 different vitamins and minerals within this, and things like vitamin E and magnesium, which supports just overall health and energy and well-being. And we give you tons of different recipes within this, and there's so much you can do. I mean, I have made, this week, I've made almond flour cookies with our vanilla, well, we have a chai protein, it was delicious, but I made chai protein cookies. You can make chocolate or vanilla, that's what it comes in now. And I make protein balls weekly with almond butter, and we give you all kinds of recipes to change things up and to keep things fun, especially if you've got kids. Energy Fizz Sticks. Never leave the house without them. So these are little packets that I carry with me everywhere. So if you ever are out and about and you see me, you can ask me for a Fizz Stick. They come in pomegranate and citrus, and we'll be adding a new flavor in the coming year, a permanent flavor. And these are delicious, and you just add them into water. So it increases your water intake for the day. But it also, what I love about them is it curbs my appetite, honestly. I don't know how or why, but it curbs my appetite. But it literally makes, like, I teach fitness. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, but I still teach fitness, and I don't teach now without drinking this and a Mind Health, which is another product that we have that has CoQ10 and grapeseed extract, and it's amazing. So I combine the two, and I'm with it. But it also supports healthy blood sugar levels. And Digestion Plus. This is the bomb. I always say we could build a business based off of this one product right here. I had to open a new one because I just finished mine and threw the box out. But they are little packets or little stick packs, and is a probiotic, prebiotic enzyme blend. All 3 different functions. And this is just added in. It's the first thing during the day that you take. And I can go into way more detail, but for the time's sake, I'll just tell you, like, this is a crucial piece to the puzzle within the 30 days. But also, I have most of my clients stay on this forever. I mean, you can take it every single day. And if you've ever been on antibiotics in your entire life, which, let's be real, they hand them out like candy these days, so probably everybody's been on an antibiotic, it totally diminishes all your good bacteria in your gut, and you want that. So this is going to replenish and feed the good bacteria. That's what prebiotics do. So if you've got stomach issues, or even a little trick I got when I was in an airport a few months ago, I always have my Armand stuff with me, and I got into something, I don't know what it was. I got brown rice and chicken, and anyways, my stomach was like, and knots, and I took one of those, and it was instant. The bloating went down, the pain subsided. So I don't know what kind of magic it works in there, but it's amazing. And one of the reasons we focus on gut health, I posted that little thing in the group, but 80% of our immune system and 80% of serotonin is in our gut. Serotonin is responsible for mood, libido, sleep, mood swings, and it's all skin conditions start in your gut. And that's why I said at the beginning that it gives you renewed skin. I always ask my clients, like, what's the biggest surprise you've had? And I would say a huge majority of them talk about their skin and how much better their skin looks and how different it feels, and it's glowing. So I think that's really cool. Okay, Fiber Boost. 1 serving of this is nearly half of your daily intake of fiber. It's derived from grains, fruits, and vegetables. It's an amazing source of fiber. It's tasteless, odorless, textureless. You can add it into your protein balls. You can, we put it in our shakes. and it also helps keep you fuller for longer. But I will tell you that a lot of people think that fiber is only used for one certain purpose, and everybody can probably guess that. But fiber has so many important functions. It's like a little sponge for toxins, and it also pulls, well, it slows the absorption of sugar. I shouldn't say pulls sugar out, but it slows the absorption of sugars. So there's a lot of different functions for that. So the herbal detox tea, this is also something that you're gonna do every single day. Anywhere from 1 to 3 times a day is safe. It doesn't have any caffeine, it's all herbs. And things like milk thistle, dandelion root, peppermint, all things that are gonna be healing and cleansing to your liver and your kidneys. And it's a crucial piece to the puzzle because that is one of the main things that we're focused on is obviously our internal organs. Okay, the last thing I'm going to touch on in depth, I'm not really going that in depth, but giving you guys a brief rundown of is the body cleanse. And this is going to be added, we use it on week 3 with the idea that a lot of the toxins have already been eliminated. So this is, you're going to mix it into 32 ounces of warm water. You can ice it after, but it dissolves best in warm water, and then you're going to shake it and you're going to drink it throughout the day. So it's lemon ginger flavor, and ginger is obviously incredible for digestion. It has so many important benefits, but the aloe soothes the gastrointestinal tract, and it's just a gentle form of elimination. And no, you're not going to have to be near a bathroom all day. It's nothing, it's super gentle, but it's also really important. It helps pull heavy metals out of the body. Okay, so a couple other little things. We have a non-encapsulated form of a vitamin, a multivitamin. This is amazing. My husband actually just shoots it with water every day. He's a rock star. But I put it, it's a little tiny scooper, and I put it in my shake. So you can see it's a little tiny. And it smells like a vitamin. And it's just, it's a multivitamin. We can go more in detail if you're interested in any of these. But the greens balance, this is also an option within the program. You can add this as part of your package. It's 1 scoop provides a full serving of the rainbow vegetables of non-GMO. There's over 37 different alkalizing fruits and veggies in this. So it's just a superfood powder. And I actually like drinking it, thanks to Tiffany, I like to drink it with a Mind Health, and I take my Digestion Plus with this. So I do Digestion Plus, which is the probiotic. I do a Mind Health, helps my brain, and then the Greens Balance. And I actually love it. I really do enjoy it. We have protein bars to make life easy. We have Fit Chews if you've got a sweet tooth. That will also help curb good cravings and curb your appetite. There's an adaptogen blend in those, which is different herbs. And it is a little sweet cheat without the guilt. I'm gonna post the sample day so you guys can see it. And then I think that's all. There's how to save on this program. I would say, I mean, everybody, preferred client program, think about it as like a Costco or Sam's Club membership where you're gonna pay 1 fee to get a discount all year. That's what we have as well. So you would pay $29 to get 20 to 40% off all year. And you actually get a free gift up to $100 with your Arbonne 30 purchase. And then you earn free shipping and you get free rewards on future orders if you choose to do that. We don't use auto ship, nothing like that, nothing crazy. So you don't have to worry about that. We also have consultant option where it's only $49 to start your Arbonne business. And you obviously have the opportunity to earn income and referrals off that. But you get 35 to 50% off as a consultant all year long, and you also get the free gift with the Arbonne 30 purchase. So there's lots of perks for that. That is all the information I have for you tonight. I went a little longer than I wanted to, but thank you guys for hanging in. I'm going to check the comments, and then I will either come back and do a video, or I will just write in the comment section my answers. But if you have any questions, reach out. You can ask them on here, because if you're thinking of somebody else, probably is too. Or you can message me or message whoever invited you on this. But I hope that you guys learned something tonight and that you walk away feeling a little more empowered to make healthier decisions. And I will be doing several of these this month. So if you want to jump back on another one just to hear the information again, you can too. And I will hopefully chat with you guys all soon. Have an awesome night, you guys.